All right. Okay, guys. Thanks for being here again.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
man. So I think good things. Yeah, we've all seen the WandaVision finale. So
Oh hell
this is.
yeah!
Made sure to watch it. Dodge the spoilers.
I know. Okay, so what did you guys think of it? Because I feel like there's been a lot of interesting reactions online because of what people thought it was going to be versus what it actually turned out to be. So I'm
Yeah.
curious, and I haven't talked to you guys through text of what you thought of it. So I want to know, what did
Oh,
you
I
guys think?
loved it. I enjoyed the show of it. Like, there's nothing. I understand some of the issues that people had, especially with Pietro,
Yeah,
because like I kind of felt like he was going to just be a common citizen in the town,
yeah,
but at the same time,
Oh,
like I
really?
really wanted him to be in a part of the multiverse. I really
I
wanted it,
know.
but I still accept that shit. But I know a lot of people really are disappointed in Marvel about that.
I feel like it was a bit of like it was a tease. It didn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't like I wasn't super sad or upset. I'm like, oh, like I was kind of like, oh fuck, like okay, it was just a little bit of a tease, but
yeah. But I
it
wish it
was
was in it
cool.
though.
Yeah, because I overall I really really enjoyed it. The whole episode itself, I thought it was like a perfect end, just especially to Wanda, her whole arc in that season.
Yeah,
Yeah, I admit the one thing that did, if there was one thing that bugged me, it was the tease with Pietro and like even just making his name Ralph Boner as in like an
yeah,
actor. I was like, it was a little bit of like a slap in the face, but
exactly.
it kind of reminded me slightly of the Iron Man 3 Mandarin twist thing when it turned out Mandarin was just an actor that was, like, oh, well, like he's British, like actor,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And so that's the kind of vibe I got, which I'm surprised they would have done that because I feel like that's the kind of one of the things that people always bring up that was controversial about the MCU was that moment.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be more multiversal like kind of connections. So I'm curious how if a lot of those rumors now are even true for like Spider-Man 3 because since it is coming before Doctor Strange 2 with WandaVision was really supposed to kind of jumpstart the whole multiverse thing. So unless Spider-Man it kind of introduces
Unless
it, I'm curious how they would even bring it up, like how they would just start showing random multiverse things happening. So
unless it's an after credits thing.
yeah, that could, and maybe just it sets it up just for Doctor Strange 2 or something. But yeah, that was just the one thing I think that I was disappointed with. But everything else, I thought they really tied up all like the loose ends. I really liked the battle between Wanda and Agnes or Agatha,
Yeah.
which was really cool. Um,
Even her using the runes, just like because I know at the beginning of the episode said like how the last episode she used the runes to stop
yeah,
Wanda's magic. So you knew it was gonna happen at this point, but I didn't expect her to be casting it on the hexagon itself around her.
I know that was cool.
I was like, oh shit, did not I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming at the same time. Like I expected her to use runes to some degree, but I'm like, they're in the air. How's she gonna do this shit?
I know that was freaking cool. Yeah,
So
I
good.
liked it. It was kind of like just like turning it on her, and Agatha was like, "Oh shit!" like, damn
And
it.
even her just like her switch when she absorbed all the power and she just became the Scarlet Witch and she had like the full on suit going on too. So sick. It was
The
so
hint
sick.
of the crown going around, like I
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
oh, there it is. Oh, that's so cool. I like that it wasn't. It was interesting that they didn't do it as like a solid material. That it was almost like a phased in and out kind of thing. Like it
Yeah.
was just like it was just energy.
Yeah.
Looks like
I
she can just turn her costume on and off at like at any whim at
yeah.
this point, which is so much more convenient.
I
I'm.
know.
I don't know too much of like her backstory in the comics because as far as I know, like she was just a mutant, like a daughter of Magneto. I don't know if she had more with magic. I like how they're introducing more and more magic into the
Yeah,
Yeah.
world
me too.
because you remember when I was hoping that the fucking Mandarin was supposed to be a magical person, but
Yeah.
they didn't, and I was like, "Oh, great! The MCU is not going to have magic people. What the hell is up with this?" And then finally, they did Doctor Strange. I'm like, "Now you have magic! Finally! My God, I want the 10 rings. Give me the 10 rings."
Well, they are
We're
doing
seeing
it
it
eventually,
I
everywhere.
know,
right?
I
For
know. Finally,
um,
so I like how they gave her the whole almost like end of the world witch, like the whole Scarlet Witch. I'm not familiar with it in the comics or anything, but I thought that was kind of cool because it almost felt like a bit rushed, but at the same time it wasn't. I guess like it was. I was okay with it. It didn't throw me off. I wasn't bothered by it. Like
yeah,
it felt cool because I guess I feel like it was easier because Wanda didn't know anything about it, so
Yeah.
I felt like we were learning with her.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought it
Like
was interesting how they introduced the whole thing about her potentially having powers. So he was saying that she had some sort of magical power originally, and it was like the experiments that Hydra did almost unlocked it even more.
yeah.
So I thought that was kind of like an interesting little new kind of twist they added into her like backstory, since before it was just heavily insane that she just got her powers directly from like the scepter, right? So
And even the title of like Scarlet Witch being a being of like chaos magic. I think that before, I don't know if it was a title in the comics or it was just like her costume name.
yeah,
But it's nice seeing it like Scarlet Witch is a title in
Yeah.
like the
Yes.
like, Sorcerer
Yes,
Supreme is a
it's-
title.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not just a superhero name.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
And
not
that
like
they're
you're not-
introducing like chaos magic. Like there's different kinds of magic.
Even Agnes stated that she's stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme, which
Yeah.
like her saying that she's strong. Well, like Doctor Strange is also a new Sorcerer Supreme, so I guess it's kind of fair to say that. But like,
yeah,
for her to flat out say that like straight up,
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
huge.
Well, I guess
I
it's a
know.
little worrisome because she doesn't really know what
Yeah.
like how to
Even-
control. So it almost seemed pretty ballsy of Agatha to try to take it all. I guess because she's just like, oh, she's a scrub. Like
Yeah,
she
she's
She doesn't
doesn't
know.
know.
yeah. No, I was like, I found that whole thing to be, I really like the magic aspect of the MCU, so I'm happy they're expanding on that, and like, I can't wait to see what's Doctor Strange, like, what's his reaction going to be now that he sees how freaking powerful Wanda is going to be, because she's in Doctor Strange too, so that's going to be cool just seeing them meet up, and now with Wanda having the Darkhold, like the book, especially with, which is insane.
Yeah, because that was stolen from like the Ancient One's like private library, right?
Oh yeah, was that one of the ones? I think so. I think it was. I think
I
so,
gotta
yeah.
look back because I was
I
just,
was
watching
to know if
that.
you're
It was just in the middle of Doctor Strange. I gotta I gotta see that part again.
Yeah, when one of the monks is introducing to the library and Doctor Strange is like looking at all the books and he's like,
In
oh,
the
what are
Forbidden
these?
books
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what he's telling. That's the Ancient One's private library. Don't touch those. Then even
Yeah.
later on in Doctor Strange, he was reading one of the books and he was like conjuring something, and then everyone came through and was like, yo, stop what you're doing, stop doing. You might summon like Dormammu into our like dimension.
Yeah.
And then we see at the end of this show, she's reading a book casually, just sipping some tea. You don't know what she's gonna summon.
Yeah, in her
Even
astral
was
body.
warned her at the end of the episode,
Yeah.
like you don't know what you unleash.
Yeah.
So like beyond like her power, she can unleash like more spooky beings.
Do you think that was better than astral body? Because I like in Doctor Strange, it's like your body is dormant, but she's like seemed
Yeah,
like she
hers
was,
looked more
yeah.
like
She was
advanced or
both.
something. Yeah.
she could be
that's
out
what
of body and physical.
Because she was also just learning on the go during her battle with Agnes. Because at first we never saw Wanda do any teleportation, and she did it during the fight after she saw Agnes do it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like she just learns, like she's like a
Yeah.
really fast learner that way, which
There was
is
nothing that looked like the sling rings.
Yeah,
No.
even with her casting the runes, like she got maybe 10 minutes of looking at the runes in Agnes's chamber, and then
Yeah.
she reworked it to herself.
That
Yeah.
I thought was super
Prodigy.
cool.
I love
That
yeah.
was I thought that was super cool how they did that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's like a little prodigy of magic at this point because she's just excelling at a rate that I think excels beyond what Doctor Strange was doing.
Yeah.
But also, then she doesn't have as much books as he does. So
I was like, that's kind of a
in the after credit scenes with the Wanda in that cabin, there was like you can hear children laughing. You can hear like faint sounds of children.
So
Like,
that was
that moment with it was so sad,
oh god.
so
I-
devastating.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like it was more sad between her and Vision. The kids, I didn't
Kids,
feel
they
like
had about
that.
like 5 days or 5 or 6 days of living essentially.
Yeah. I think
yeah.
Visions was heartbreaking. I was like, man, gotta watch Vision like get killed again. I was like,
Exactly.
we had to
I
see it
think-
twice in Infinity War. Remember, she like, and now this
She
again. I
loses
was
him
like,
again, but at least she not conquered, but not got over it, but processed the grief of losing the loved one.
yeah,
Yeah.
Which like it's still heartbreaking because she's not over it, but she's now like trying to come at peace with it.
yeah,
Damn, but like White Vision's still out here wandering. He's
yeah,
still
and
around.
That
was
was
a cool-
crazy.
yeah. It was a cool interaction between when they kind of had their like, he's like hold when they're fighting. He's like, okay, hold up, like let's
The whole
like,
existential
Spider-Man,
crisis.
yeah. I was like, damn, that was pretty cool. Like, and just how they were kind of interacting. I thought that was a really funny scene. I know it technically. Remember, I don't know if you guys. I think I mentioned it last time that Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany both teased that there was a cameo in the finale as big as Luke Skywalker, as in the Mandalorian. And then
Yeah.
it was like, and Paul Bettany said, yeah, he interacted. He got to act a scene with someone that he never in his life imagined that he would be able
Was
to
it
do that.
himself?
Yeah, he was like,
Oh my god.
he's like kind
What
of
a
snowballed a
legend.
little bit. He was like, oh, I was implying it was myself.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I thought the interaction between him and like the White Vision thing was cool. I'm curious where they're going to take that now. That
Yeah.
I wonder if he's
Is
just going to
that-
pop up.
Is that Vision now technically the Vision that we know from the MCU, like that we've watched since like Avengers, essentially, the whole since Age of Ultron. But because he doesn't have the memories of loving those kids and loving Wanda in the sitcom version, but now he has the memories of him getting murdered twice.
Yeah,
Yes.
which are the memories you want to have.
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of sucks. But I guess he
Yeah,
was just out here just wondering, like, but then does Wanda not? Well, I guess Wanda doesn't know that he's alive at this moment.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I wonder how that's going to come into play. Like, is he going to show up in another
Yeah.
movie, or just like wait down the line? Is randomly going to come up again?
Yeah, if
Uh,
he's like a new Avenger or something.
Yeah, and can he like change his form as well as Vision can? Like, actually, the original Vision? Because
If
remember,
he
like,
changes his color.
yeah. So, I mean, I wonder if that's just a way for them to continue to have Paul Bettany come back and play Vision again in like a sneaky way to, instead of saying like, so there's obviously gonna be a twist that's a different Vision, but he has all the memories. So
So what's interesting, so the stones are gone. They were destroyed, right? But it seems like a part of the Mind Stone or the right, like is a part of Wanda, right?
yeah,
It seems like it still lingered.
Like his body was synthesized with the Mind Stone within him, so I guess he's like it's still a part of him as within it. Like I think Wanda said that too, that he's
Because
like a
it's
part
like
of the Mind
that's
Stone.
what or I guess now how they said it, where she just didn't get her powers just from experiments, but
Yeah.
from the
just-
scepter tapping what she already had.
yeah,
And multiplied it or some shit.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool.
yeah. And I like the whole. I like seeing their backstory, like how when Agatha was making her relive all those moments and everything, and even just I found that heartbreaking, and I thought the sitcom aspect was so smart the way they incorporated that. It was she was drawing on the memories of when she used to watch that stuff with her family, right? And like in Sokovia, I thought that was all well done. And even just I remember in Age of Ultron they mentioned that thing when they were in there for 2 days and they saw a missile with Stark's name on it just never went off. So it was cool seeing that actual scene versus we just heard it all the way back at Age of Ultron. So I thought that was really cool, and I thought they did the whole sequence really, really well.
In one of the movies, didn't Tony Stark, after hearing that like Wanda's that bomb didn't go off, Tony's like, "My bombs don't malfunction," and now it makes sense. Bombs don't malfunction. She's the one who made it not work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't even like think of that for some reason, but I guess that actually
Tony
makes
was so confident in his bombs. He's
Yeah.
always there.
yeah.
For him to like have someone say his bomb doesn't work, he's like, "My bombs always work."
I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
remember in the first Iron Man because I remember there was a missile that saw, unless he did see it and it did blow up. And I
Well,
gotta
remember
look
the one
back
that
at
killed. Remember the one that ended up hurting him was his own. Remember he was
Yes.
like texting and like it went down. Also, he turns to Stark Industries. He's like, oh,
Okay,
like
so
he
that's
got
the one
blown
that
up.
blows up. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay, that scene with the bullets through Monica, that was fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The scroll scene at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my
As-
god, they've invaded the FBI already. The secret invasion's happening.
Yeah, they're already here. They're already
It's
here.
happening soon.
And
But
so
are they
like
gonna be good or bad?
That's the thing. I don't know. Well, if
It's-
they're working with Fury, then maybe Fury has like an inkling as towards maybe he thinks that they're good or bad, and maybe he's like he has passed for whatever way they go, or
yeah.
plans for whatever way they fall towards.
Yeah, because we've already seen a few of them, especially in Captain Marvel. Remember, they even showed up. Remember, they were in Spider-Man: Far From Home, right? Remember, they were acting as Nick Fury and Maria Hill. Like,
Yeah.
so far they seem like they're on are on the hero's side. So, and
The
Secret
long
Invasion,
con, baby. That's what it is.
yeah, it's like they're like just playing it, which I'm so curious to see what they're gonna do.
Because even the Skrulls came in because they said that their planet was destroyed and the refugees trying to escape. What if they're just not refugees? They're just war criminals trying to conquer another planet, but they're doing it in a sneaky way.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait. I love the Secret Invasion comics, so I'd love to see it adapted on the thing. And
I've
like,
been waiting for the Skrulls for like so long. For
I
so
know.
long. I just want to see a Super Skrull. I just need to see it.
I know that'd be
Also,
so cool.
it concerned me how quick the director, the sword guy, was to shoot children.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
like,
get that they have
yeah,
powers,
I
but
hated that guy.
He was so salty. I think he's just like anti-power people. He's not about it.
Yeah. I remember he even he was such a dick. He manipulated everyone to thinking that Wanda actually broke into the facility
true.
when
Yeah.
she didn't. She went in she broke through the glass and stuff, but she was let in and I'm you can understand her pain seeing
Yeah.
especially with being in a room with that guy. He's already just unlikable, but saying you can't have Vision back. He's
Yeah.
billions of dollars worth of vibranium, and just seeing them tear someone that you love apart, it would be heartbreaking, right? So
shout outs to
Like,
Darcy.
bring him online.
Yeah.
Like, he's alive. Just you bring back to life, not online, you monster.
I know he just knows how to Oh God.
Such a
That's why I
dick.
was happy. Andrew was saying Darcy slammed him with the truck or whatever. I wish
Yeah,
she was.
God.
I wonder where she went. So I'm happy she came back with that. Like came in swinging with the ice cream truck or
Yeah.
military Humvee.
Yeah, she wasn't really in the finale all that much. She was really like the ones. She was, I think, really not in the last couple of episodes. It was.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Maybe it was just like a scheduling thing. Maybe it was with the actress that they.
Yeah, because she was stuck in traffic or whatever, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it was, and the kids getting crossing the road.
Yeah.
And I guess she also would want to stick around when the cops showed up to arrest her because she technically just assaulted another like sword member. Well, he is in the wrong to a degree, but
Yeah.
I guess she doesn't want to be in there to begin with. She's
Yeah.
just a scientist. She's not a military personnel. So she's like, I don't need this trouble. She doesn't seem like the one to even have that type of bullshit in her life.
I know. I hope she like this kind of makes her, return to the MCU in a bigger role now because it has
Yeah.
been such a long time since we saw her, and I always enjoyed Darcy and the stuff. She was great in
Her
Thor
in
1 and 2.
2 was so good.
She's so
She was
funny.
good in Thor 2.
She's so funny.
Hilarious.
Even
I need more of her. Like I appreciate her more after watching Thor 2. I'm like, fuck, I need more of her.
Yeah, she's great. She has that comedic like timing, but she's just like such an interesting character. I love even Thor 2 when she hired her own intern in it and everything.
Yeah.
Just like, and then when I love the part where they're throwing the like stuff into the portal or whatever. Remember, it was just like they would throw it down, it would come back down to catch again. Then
And
the
he threw
guy
the
throws the
keys.
keys.
Idiot.
All right. Well,
Right,
thank
man.
you again, guys. This is
No
awesome.
problem, Dave.
No problem. Link us when it's uploaded. I shall check
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good
Take care,
night.
guys. Night.